Hey guys, welcome back to my NFL prediction videos. I've done all the NFC and every single AFC team except for the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Browns. The Steelers are an interesting team. Excuse me, I'm moving around. Because, I think Big Ben is going to be one of the worst quarterbacks this year. Okay? And it's because he wasn't looking good in his past few years. They haven't been a very good team. For the past little while, they've been on a downward spiral, really driving off a cliff. And I'm not even a fan of any other AFC North team. I'm just thinking this. He's coming off of an injury, and he got even older. So I honestly think he might be one of the worst quarterbacks this year. Everyone's probably thinking this Monday night game is going to be a blowout by the Steelers. I think it might be a blowout by the Giants, possibly. If you're a Steelers fan, you're really not going to like this, but you have to accept that it is 100% a possibility. The fact that their quarterback is one of the worst in the league would change everything, and that's what I think is going to happen. Week 2 against the Broncos, kind of like another thing. Drew Lock didn't impress me last year, but I think they've got a good enough team built around him, and he's a rookie, and he's young, and he's not coming off of an injury, that I think they can. This is definitely a game that the Steelers could win, just not one that they will. Up against the Texans, really a no-brainer here, and in Week 4, these two teams are just way above the Steelers. Week 5 against the Eagles. Now, this is a game that I could definitely see the Steelers winning. But I'm going to have to say that the team around Carson Wentz can probably propel him, and the fact that, he can actually move could probably propel him above the Steelers. All right, up against the Browns, though, a divisional matchup that I think the Steelers can pull out a win. Baker Mayfield. The Browns, they're still the Browns. They're not going to do anything. He had one good season. Then last year he was absolute dog crap. And then the Ravens, this is just, they would have to show something crazy here if they wanted to beat the Ravens, All right. Up against the Cowboys. I'm going to have them put a shocker down. Dak Prescott might even be worse than freaking Gardner Minshew this year. Dak Prescott, I don't understand why they paid him. I honestly believe that he is terrible. He's worse than Cam Newton. He's worse than freaking Nathan Peterman. He's worse. He shouldn't have a job. I could probably throw better than freaking Dak Prescott. Like if we were playing catch. Alright, so now they're 2-6. And now this is a game that they could win, but I think the Bengals will win this one. I think they're two pretty evenly matched teams, and I think the Bengals win here. All right, Week 11 against the Jaguars. I think this is a no-brainer here. This is the one game that I think that the Steelers should probably win with their eyes closed. And I think at 3-7, I think they surprise everybody who's been born. I think they put the smack down on the Ravens, okay? It is a divisional matchup, and they are at home, and it is Thursday night, and I think Big Ben shows some of his old self. Week 13 against the Redskins. The Redskins here. Dwayne Haskins got significantly better with each game he played. You can even tell, if you watch the games, each game he did much better. In his final two games, in his last game he had 148 QBR. The game before that it was still over 100, and he didn't throw any interceptions in those two games, throwing multiple touchdowns. And if he's been getting better like that throughout the offseason, and especially by week 13, the Redskins are going to be a force. Week 14, another shocker. Steelers beat the Bills. The Bills probably going to be winning the NFC East by a large margin here. And then they get the Bengals, of course, win in Week 15, 5-9 here. Really, you just need to throw the games. I think they throw these last two games. 5-11, worse than the Bengals record, I can go ahead and tell you. Have the Bengals going 6-10. So, I think, really, if you look at this, it's going to be a pretty easy. The Ravens, all they have to do is win a few games. So 5-11, I think that's actually a pretty generous record. I think really a more realistic one is you guys lose to the Bills, lose to the Ravens, lose to the Cowboys, and lose to the Browns. I think 1-15 is probably more realistic. I think this is around your best case scenario. I'm sounding really harsh right now, but I don't give a crap. I mean, I'm a freaking Redskins fan, okay? I mean, heck, I don't give a crap about how good the Steelers do. All right, see ya.